Oh, that's Satoshi versus Dan. Well,
Oh no.
this is a very curious matchup. I get the impression that Dan might not want to be playing for Hao Gadoken or Shisho Baraiken.
This is going to be so confusing. So Dan normally actually
Yeah.
values going low on hand size because his
Yep.
ultras are free. Um,
Oh, this is a matchup.
yeah. But Satoshi
Nothing saying you
says,
can't play Shisho Baraiken from hand.
"Oh, that's very true. Yes, it's still a perfectly viable like power 7 assaults, and
Yep.
you know,
For 3 gauge.
yeah. And if you
No
EX
problem.
it, it's like EX assault with +4 power, and I love EX assaults, and I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
fond of +4 power. I have to admit. Um, but yeah, so when Satoshi initiates, if he has more cards at hand than the opponent, he has +2 power. That's before choosing cards. So Satoshi games tend to be kind of slow-paced, long-winded games where players are trying to maintain maximum hand size. That doesn't really fit my knowledge of Rose as a player, so I'm really wondering what this is going to look like.
Yeah, this is a very volatile game because it's not like Satoshi has an especially impressive set of cards.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
just losing to raw stats is something that Satoshi is very good at doing.
yeah, like there's Paralyzing Dart, which is solid. It's on curve, it ignores
Yep.
guard. Well, on curve at
You've
force.
got your Sealing Strike.
And then you've got Sealing Strike, which is an evasive move where it moves 2.
Yep. Then you got Paralyzing Dust, which is Sealing Strike again. It's your second
Uh,
copy.
yeah, I was gonna go to the speed 6 special, and then but yeah,
Oh yeah, sure.
Paralyzing Dust actually hits, which is notable.
Mhm.
But like for 1, maybe 3, but probably 1. And then his actually like high value Ultra Jigoku Banishment, which he often
Goku
doesn't play because
Banishment.
finishing blow sure is a way to win the strike.
Yeah.
All right, Satoshi prepares as anticipated on turn 1.
Oh man. Amusingly, this could be a real matchup where finishing blow with Satoshi's ability could happen. +5 power.
It could. It could. Now, could it be a +7 power finishing blow?
Oh,
Do you believe in the Exceed?
wow. That would be very impressive if Rose both accepted going low enough on hand size that, to play this Dan line, and also let Satoshi get 3 gauge and didn't think, something bad is on the horizon here. Maybe I should shift plans.
Look, that just means that you're believing in Dan the correct amounts. Because Dan
Sure,
is
okay.
fueled by the power of belief. Change
Yep.
cards 1. Yeah.
Impressive.
That does
I
tell us
appreciate
the
doing that
intent.
over preparing
Yes.
instead of just, yeah, like,
That tells us the intent. The intent is to play against Satoshi. All right.
parries the leg taunt.
Ooh, that's a good ultra to lose. Or rather, that's a good ultra and bad to lose.
Yep. I know. I
What?
love discarding both grasps to CC one twice.
Okay.
You could just prepare and then discard it after seeing what you drew.
Yeah, typically one would prepare and then you overdrew and so you discard down. It's called filtering, right?
maybe-
But,
Maybe this is just the mind games of saying I will not play grasp. I don't need it. This is how little I need.
That's how it
No matter
feels.
what I saw from my deck, this is the worst card in it.
Okay,
and
so this
honestly,
is light
that's
threatening
pretty.
paralyzing
That's pretty
dart.
cool. Yep.
Uh,
Could in fact be the setup for Shuriken Illusion to counter the Danku Kyaku.
well, Shuriken Illusion sure
defense.
doesn't do much now. Well, actually, it still beats Danku.
No, it doesn't. It still beats Danku.
But yeah, that's not saying much. Is that fair? No, at range 4 it is saying much. Yeah, beating
Yeah,
Danku
yeah.
is a privilege. This is a speed 6 attack that hits at ranges 4 and 5, and that's pretty notable.
What a situation we have. So notably, Satoshi actually can still go above the hand size limit and strike into Dan with the +2 power.
Yep.
And if Dan is like willing to stay and this full hand size, it could be kind of interesting. Satoshi not great wild swings. Dan not great wild swings.
True.
But when both of them are getting bonus power on everything, it looks a little bit more impressive, right?
Yeah, though I don't
So-
think in that vein, I don't think Dan would have consistent bonus power because that would involve a lot of gambling with gauge.
Yeah, yeah.
Like unless we saw
Not
Psychic
going to
Power.
see the relentless into wild swing line right
Or
now
Psychic
though.
Glory, excuse me. Yeah, it's not relentless wild swing.
EX Gadoken,
2 armor?
my favorite card.
Oh!
Oh my god,
Wins the strike.
clean. Wow.
Focus attempting to call out the responding Danku. Unsuccessful. Dan simply throws his projectile, hits cleanly, doesn't bother returning his cards to the top of his deck, and then
He
prepares.
just preps.
So he's at 7 cards again. Clean loss for
Amazing.
Satoshi, who lost a focus and a sweep. Sorry, and a light off of that. That's pretty good.
This game is very cursed.
That's impressive. I'm wondering if they've played this matchup. Like that the maneuver from Rose, like who plays Godoken? Like that was solid.
Yeah,
on her
right.
part. And the EX in fact also covered Shuriken Illusion pretty precisely. Although I don't think that was a serious threat with the defendant play. All right,
Psychic Glory.
Satoshi going to range 2. Dan saying, "Hey, range 2. That's my favorite range. Let's go."
Oh, okay. We're going up.
Should have drawn
two
first.
All right. Well,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5,
this
6,
does
7,
have +2 power. That is why this matters.
Yeah, so the Relentless allows Satoshi to draw to more than 7 cards. Then ability kicks in. So we are at +2 power.
Yep.
I would still be uncomfortable here. Like Dan's got Psycho Glory in play.
Oh yeah, I don't love striking into this even with the EX unless I've got unless I'm like playing EX cross maybe, then I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this strike.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep, yeah, draw 2,
I'm
check hand size, strike. Yeah, or like
I can't believe
size, not check.
Leo wouldn't ask me. Known Satoshi main Ava Sony. They called me Ava Satoshi for a while.
It's true. It's true.
That's just block.
What?
And yeah, there's the EX cross.
It actually was the X cross.
I
didn't
I said that, but I didn't expect that to be what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I was just saying that's the only time I'm 100% confident I'm not losing.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Okay. Well, the block here was solid then. There was no way that block was Dan was not going to win that strike clean.
And Dan goes back to 7.
Yep. Make it as awkward as possible. Aw, poor Dan. Yeah, makes it as awkward as possible for Dan to maintain, or for Satoshi to get the benefit of his ability.
Ooh.
Peak. Look tower of the deck. You may strike. If not, you get some gauge. Notably, you don't have to strike with that card.
Yep.
All right.
Put some sweep in there.
All right, get some
Fair
gauge,
enough.
maintaining hand size of 7. Satoshi now with access to gauge can spend at its force for the plus stats draw a card strike. +1 power, +1 speed, depending on which boost he plays. I find he usually does that, but like, I'm not sure it's useful here at this range. +1 speed doesn't really matter because Danku still beats Paralyzing Dart. Shuriken Illusion still loses to all the same things, and the same story with plus power.
You're getting a boost anyway. Might be just a YOLO reading. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're maintaining a large hand size. You're likely to have normals. Let's go. All right. Yep.
And there you go.
Diamond Spike.
Very funny strike.
Satoshi gets some value. However, that did cost Satoshi several cards from hands.
Yep. And also, Dan is not unhappy to be here.
Yeah, this is range 2. Dan has 3 gauge. This is, obviously
both crosses down,
it, but yeah.
Both crosses down means Shiso Braiken is like super free right now. Paralyzing Dart.
Yeah, so one copy loses to Paralyzing Dust.
Yep. That's probably what Satoshi wants to threaten, but Paralyzing Dust does die to a lot of other things.
Notably, Hawagodoken.
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping we see. I think
this is a very funny strike. All right, EX Yokai Fury. Oh! No! Okay. Whoa!
Yeah,
what is
EX
going
Yokai
on?
Fury calling out the Shiso Braiken or a similar speed 5 saying, you didn't think I could outspeed you, right? Actually gets outsped by the initiating cross. Takes 2, stunning the guard of 1. Satoshi prepares and Dan strikes from range 5. Obviously, it's the Danku, and assures wins the speed tie against Shuriken Illusion. Comes in a range 2 and sets that top deck as Dan sees fits.
I just realized that the Yokai Fury still lost to Hawagodoken.
Yes.
What a weird card.
It is, isn't it? Satoshi prepares Dan critical wild swing with 3 cards in hand, willing to risk the crackback. Oh no! It is! It's real! It's just what I wanted! Oh, that's 8 damage.
Amazing.
Yeah, but that was 8 damage, right? Yeah, there we go. They got it. Okay.
Yep, they got it. Wow.
Beautiful. Satoshi boosting fierce. Oh, I feel
might
the
be
tilt.
A good game.
I feel the tilt. I can sense Satoshi leaning. The art is at a Dutch angle for that reason. All right, fierce in play. Dan prepares, maintaining hand size. Satoshi prepares
Preps,
again.
of course, and Dan will probably prep if I were to guess.
Yep, that's yeah, sure.
That's Satoshi.
I agree. Let's be at 7 cards in hand. Ooh, that was a brutal. I mean,
wow. What a sequence.
Also, called it. Like, that is precisely what I wanted.
Yeah, Hawagodoken specifically to call out the Paralyzing Dust.
Yep.
While threatening
Simply
Shiso
Believe.
Braiken.
I say Simply Believe, I think that was actually placed on top, right?
Yes, yes, that
Yeah,
was placed with
that was
thank you. So
extremely
that was an
deliberate.
intentional sequence.
Yep, I love it. Uh,
And
Amusingly, there
yeah, I mean,
was an option select there, right? Like if something came
yep,
up
having
that
it on
actually
top.
beat this, you could go to the next card and probably lose
Yep,
the
yep,
strike. But no, yeah, that was, I believe, very deliberate.
yep.
Whew.
Yeah, you asked if they'd play the matchup. It really does feel like there are like multiple layers of adaptations as if this has been played before.
Yes, I feel like these two particularly have played this. Although I'm
Move one
wonder.
and strike.
At least I suspect that yeah, between the two, Rose has labbed, but it seems like Leo knows what he's doing as well. Okay,
Oh, actually, the Shuriken
wins the
illusion.
speed
Yeah,
tie. All
makes
right,
sense.
deals 4, does
And
not
four.
gain advantage. Spends a few extra cards overall, but it's probably just going to prepare up to 7. And if I had to guess, wait, what? Oh, no
Oh,
advantage, right? What am I
parry.
saying?
Yeah,
Stands
yeah.
through. For some reason, I was
Hard to guess.
thinking,
Probably parrying one of the ultras.
yeah, I would guess Jigoku.
Yeah.
Oh, 2G was typed in chat, so I think that is the 2 gauge Ultra Jigoku Banishment.
Yep, yep, yep. Jigoku.
Yep, alright.
Okay.
Revealed
Well,
a hand with several normals in it.
yeah, and a lot of them that don't hit right now.
Yep,
In fact, the
and
only card in hand that hits that is reasonably playable is Assault, and there they go. Yeah.
there was a Demon Slayer Slash. That,
For 3 damage, yeah.
yeah, yeah. 3 power ignoring armor. Way to punish that block.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
was there also plus power draw on strike? No, there wasn't. There wasn't, okay.
No, no.
Alright, but yeah, changing cards to hand. Let's get a fresh hand. That hand wasn't good. We'll get a new one.
Yep. And, still both
Satoshi,
Jigokus and a Paralyzing Dust left.
yeah, Satoshi almost out of deck. Probably has several of those in hand. We might see a finishing blow in the near future.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reading?
we have a reading with a very
Yeah.
high likelihood of success, considering only 2 cards in Satoshi's deck.
Calling Assault. There it
Goes
is.
directly to discard.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
Leo is tilted. Leo
Oh, yeah.
is so tilted.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay, with advantage, Dan, with a 12 life lead, 3 gauge, doesn't have many cards in hand. I'm wondering if we're going to see a change card. Nope. Okay,
Just perhaps.
prepare. Makes sense. Make it hard for Satoshi to pull off that advantage without using Relentless.
Satoshi could go for the +2 power right now, because very likely that he actually does have draw 2 and strike in hand. Not sure what you actually play, considering your mix-up is fairly face-up at this point. You still have both Ceiling Strikes, and you have the Jigoku banishments left, and not much else.
If both Jigokus are back, then like there's a real mix-up between EX Jigoku and EX Ceiling Strike,
That's true.
and it's like kind of a horrifying mix-up actually.
Well, I mean, it's not like you actually lose that much to the Sailing Strike.
Reshuffle action.
And manual reshuffle.
Well, I'm thinking of the Relentless, where it would be a 5 power, speed 7, Ceiling Strike, which is a bit more respectable, I would say.
Sure,
Defends,
sure.
Yep, okay, damage defend, probably, like, what am I saying? Projecting, telegraphing, Legendary Taunt.
That and or, like, actually Shiso Baraiken now, considering Paralyzing Dust can no longer actually beat it.
True. Even with power, Paralyzing Dust is going to be capped at 3 power here.
Yep.
That's fair. And Shiso Baraiken is a pretty solid way to just close the game. Say, here's 7 power, I have advantage, see what happens next. You know, I'd like to say why not both, except that there's too many cards in hand, right? Like,
Yeah.
hypothetically, you can actually do a Legendary Taunt and then execute Shiso Baraiken, but you need either way more gauge or way fewer cards in hand.
It could be a, what is it, Psycho Vision into doing that, but yeah.
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Actually, no, both
Oh, no, that was
Godokins
EX.
are down.
That was EX.
Yep.
Yep.
EX turn, or
Turn
strike 1.
EX, responding EX, no less.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. All right. Parry.
Parry?
Calling probably an Ultra. Don't know which. Oh, we have a hand reveal.
Interesting.
Nah. Okay.
Probably called the Baraiken.
Probably called the Baraiken. Yep. 4/6, Goryukin, Legendary Taunt, and Haugadoken. This is. If I was Satoshi, I'd be nervous. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess reading
Not a
credits
great decision at the
online.
end.
So probably if I was Dan, I would get rid of those normals, but I'm not sure how. Huh. The funniest option would be Secret Technique, right?
That is pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah, almost certainly wrong. Like, just playing Legendary Taunt would be better than that.
I think there is also actually justification for taking Walk 2 into the corner here. what you do with that is you turn off Ceiling Strike as a valid way to dodge most of what you actually can threaten that's left.
Because you start at range 1, Satoshi can only retreat 2. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Change cards mini?
Big change cards.
Okay. Rose going for the throat here. She is looking for lethal. Reluctantly forsaking Koryukin. That's okay. Koryukin will never forsake you. Drawing a lot of cards because those ultras can be spent as 1 or 2. Notably, she has the choice of whether she actually wants to draw the full amount, but like you're looking for lethal, you're going to draw the full amount. So draws 10, which I will assume was the intended amount. There was enough force there that 10 was believable.
I believe one more card has to be discarded, right?
Yep. That's 8 cards. Still deciding.
Okay.
You got it.
Just making sure.
Yep. I imagine with Satoshi on the table, one of those players was going to catch the hand size because Satoshi is always paying attention to hand size.
He loves counting cards.
Mm-hmm. I love counting cards too, just not quite in this way.
Not in the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, little different. All right. Well, threatening.
He loves counting cards by the numerals.
Yes. Uses ordinal counting. I use indices. So, yeah, Dan could have drawn EX Shiso, could have drawn EX Psycho, could have drawn a fair number of things. 3 cards dropped. Yeah, so got rid of no normals, right? And then, yeah, the pressure is on Dan. It's fairly hard for Dan to kill in 1 hit, but he could pretty easily do a lethal sequence.
Yep.
I'm not sure what Satoshi's best out here is. Like, you have to play fairly cleverly and fairly clean, and with that defend and play, you kind of don't have that option in the next strike.
Yeah.
So it's mostly, I think, a matter of planning for the strike after. How good are Satoshi's? Okay, at range 1, not good. So as I say, specials as far as being able to win cleanly.
Okay.
After getting
We're
advantage
getting sequence out here.
good boost. Oh, this is funny.
Wow, we're going very far.
Oh. Okay, they got it. They got it. Yeah. Okay, one of the
good thing
cards.
too. That was one of the cards that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deals 1 damage and does not stun, and Dan retreats. Okay, Satoshi's advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah. And prepares. Okay.
And the prepare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okizeme noted.
Welcome back, Satoshi.
Yes, we're back to Satoshi gaming. Range 6. So legendary taunt works, but it's relatively low reward. Dan will probably just sit back and prepare, knowing that it's more awkward for Satoshi to end this neutral than it is for Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Satoshi, for his part, I think does have a move 1 and strike boost.
Yes, it's on. I believe it's on Paralyzing.
It's on Paralyzing Dart. There we go. Yep. Move 1 and strike.
Which is a little awkward because the actual thing that you'd probably want to strike with by moving 1 and striking here is Paralyzing Dart.
Yep.
But
Shuriken Illusion still a legitimate mix-up against Danku.
Yep.
Actually, against Danku, Focus, Sweep are probably the go-to mix-up sides. Starting to feel like the only way that Satoshi brings this back is with Finishing Blow.
yeah,
Was
see that.
that? Walk one.
Spending your factory.
Okay. Yeah. Go in range 5, where both players can now interact a little more meaningfully. All right.
Card coming out from
One
Dan.
card. Could be Legendary Taunt. Could be Danku. Could be nothing.
Could be Sweep to call out exactly Shuriken.
Yep.
Yeah.
My guess is block.
That makes sense.
Like get to 3
Get the
gauge.
3rd gauge online. Yeah.
EX Spike.
EX Spike.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good call out by
Calls
Satoshi.
it correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
Satoshi takes 2, hits for 6. Dan has the setup that he wants with the top of his deck, but did have to spend some life for the privilege.
Yep.
All right, good for Satoshi.
Pretty good opportunity for Satoshi to capitalize here.
Yep. Looking for probably Finishing Blow, maybe a reading. Maybe just, play a mix-up, good honest mix-up, win it clean. That's pretty dangerous with that. Surely not. Oh, no, change cards. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought we were about to see Exceed mode.
Surely not. Yeah, no, there's no way, right? Okay, no, change cards.
That would have been awesome.
Yep. All right, so I think Dan is going to Wild Swing, maybe crit. I don't know. It depends what was stocked. Crit Wild Swing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not one of the two big
You know,
ultras.
it's not the 3 gauge.
Yeah, it could be Legendary Taunt, which would be kind of a funny thing to critical because it doesn't benefit from the power. Yeah, Legendary Taunt, one of a handful of ways in Exceed to play 2 attacks during the same strike. Itself not having any range or power, but you get to play another card at the speed of Legendary Taunt, which means you can play like a speed 4 Spike or Sweep, for example. With,
Yep.
you know,
That also covers ranges 1 to yes.
yeah, it covers range many. Pretty
Yep.
pretty excellent ultra. You can tell it's good because it's 2 gauge. This is kind of a joke.
The classical tell.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, Jigoku Banishment actually is not that unreasonable in Ultra, and it is also 2 gauge. It's just that some of the most infamous and I would say some of the most legendary unfair Ultras in Exceed are 2 gauge.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good example, I think. Oh,
There's
paralyzing.
paralyzing dust.
Oh,
Into the sweep. Yeah,
that's
that's
lethal.
game.
Yep. Hits for 1, takes 7 in response. That is exactly lethal. All right, there was legendary
Yep.
taunt. Yep. Which,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
GG. Nice setup.
GG.
Good call. That's game 2, right?
Yeah, that was game 2.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm free.
Yes. You go rest. Thank you very much for joining me, for co-commentating. That was a blast day. I
Yeah,
never really
thanks for
expected to
having
see like a thoroughly labbed Satoshi Dan matchup. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's
Satoshi
what I
v
saw.
Dan.
Yeah, like
What are these players doing to prep for the alien invasion?
yeah, they are getting ready for some very strange matchups, and clearly that paid off. At least for Rose. That was well played. All right, let's close this down.
We are going to have to worry about the alien Satoshis if we got Rose on the case.
Yep, she'll get it covered. All right, remember to drink water. It's good for you. Stay hydrated, and see y'all next time. Bye.
What was that pun about Polar Night?